Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman. Welcome to Your Friday Book, where we present each week one new book that can improve your personal and professional development. In today's episode, we discuss the book called Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman. This book offers an in-depth exploration of how our minds work, specifically focusing on the two systems of thinking that drive our judgments and decisions. Throughout the book, Kahneman, a Nobel laureate in economic sciences, delves into the intricacies of human thought, highlighting the cognitive biases that influence our behavior. Part 1, Two Systems. Chapter 1, The Characters of the Story. Kahneman introduces the two systems of thinking. System 1, fast, automatic, intuitive, and effortless. System 2, slow, deliberate, logical, and effortful. These systems work together to shape our thoughts and decisions, with System 1 handling quick judgments and System 2 engaging in more complex problem solving. Chapter 2, Attention and Effort. This chapter discusses how System 2 requires significant mental energy and can easily become fatigued. When System 2 is overburdened, we tend to default to System 1, which can lead to errors in judgment. Chapter 3, The Lazy Controller. Kahneman explains that System 2 is often lazy and avoids exerting effort. This laziness can result in reliance on System 1, which is more prone to cognitive biases. Part 2, Heuristics and Biases. Chapter 4, The Associative Machine. System 1 operates through associations, linking ideas, memories, and experiences. This associative nature can lead to biases and errors in judgment. Chapter 5, Cognitive Ease. Kahneman explores the concept of cognitive ease, where System 1 feels comfortable with familiar and easily processed information, leading to overconfidence in our judgments. Chapter 6, Norms, Surprises, and Causes. This chapter discusses how System 1 creates a coherent narrative from available information, often ignoring statistical realities and leading to oversimplified causal explanations. Chapter 7, A Machine for Jumping to Conclusions. System 1's propensity for quick conclusions can result in the neglect of important information. This chapter highlights the dangers of jumping to conclusions based on incomplete data. Chapter 8, How Judgments Happen. Kahneman explains how judgments are formed through heuristics, mental shortcuts that simplify decision-making but often lead to biases. Chapter 9, Answering an Easier Question. When faced with a difficult question, System 1 often substitutes it with an easier one without our conscious awareness, leading to incorrect answers. Part 3, Overconfidence. Chapter 10, The Law of Small Numbers. This chapter discusses the common error of overgeneralizing from small samples, leading to incorrect assumptions and conclusions. Chapter 11, Anchors. Kahneman explores the anchoring effect, where initial information unduly influences subsequent judgments and decisions. Chapter 12, The Science of Availability. Availability heuristic is the tendency to judge the frequency or probability of events based on how easily examples come to mind, which can lead to skewed perceptions. Chapter 13, Availability, Emotion, and Risk. This chapter examines how emotional responses to vivid and easily recalled events influence our perception of risk. Chapter 14, Tom W.'s Specialty. Kahneman illustrates how we often rely on stereotypes and representative heuristics to make judgments about people and situations, leading to biases. Chapter 15, Linda, Less is More. This chapter discusses the conjunction fallacy, where people assume that specific conditions are more probable than general ones, illustrated by the famous Linda problem. Chapter 16, Causes trump statistics. People tend to favor causal explanations over statistical ones, often ignoring statistical data in favor of more intuitive causal stories. Chapter 17, Regression to the Mean. Kahneman explains the concept of regression to the mean and how our failure to recognize it leads to incorrect judgments about cause and effect. Chapter 18, Taming Intuitive Predictions. This chapter offers strategies for mitigating biases in intuitive predictions, emphasizing the importance of discipline in thinking. Part 4. Choices. Chapter 19. The Illusion of Understanding. Kahneman argues that our confidence in understanding the past can create an illusion of knowing the future, leading to overconfidence. Chapter 20. The Illusion of Validity. This chapter discusses how we overestimate the accuracy of our judgments and predictions, often ignoring statistical realities. Chapter 21. Intuitions versus formulas. Kahneman advocates for the use of algorithms and statistical models over human intuition in decision-making, highlighting their superior accuracy. Chapter 22. Expert Intuition. When can we trust it? Expert intuition can be valuable in predictable environments with regular feedback, but it often fails in more complex, unpredictable settings. Chapter 23. The Outside View. This chapter introduces the concept of the outside view, encouraging us to consider statistical base rates and broader perspectives in our judgments. Chapter 24. The Engine of Capitalism. Kahneman discusses the role of optimism and overconfidence in entrepreneurship and economic activity, noting their potential benefits and drawbacks. Part 5. Two Selves. Chapter 25. Two Selves. Kahneman differentiates between the experiencing self, which lives in the present, and the remembering self, which reflects on past experiences. These two selves often have conflicting priorities. Chapter 20. 6. Life as a Story. This chapter explores how we construct narratives from our experiences, often prioritizing memorable events over mundane ones. Chapter 27. Experienced Well-Being. Kahneman examines the factors that influence our moment-to-moment happiness and how they differ from what we remember about our experiences. Chapter 28. Thinking About Life. The final chapter delves into how we evaluate our lives and make decisions about our future, emphasizing the importance of understanding the biases that influence our judgments. Thinking Fast and Slow offers profound insights into the dual nature of our thinking processes. By understanding the interplay between System 1 and System 2, we can become more aware of our cognitive biases and improve our decision-making. Kahneman's work is a testament to the complexity of the human mind and a valuable guide for navigating the intricacies of our thought processes. Thank you for joining me in this detailed exploration of Thinking Fast and Slow. I hope this summary has provided you with a deeper understanding of Kahneman's revolutionary work and inspired you to think more critically about your own decision-making processes. If you found this essay helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. By sharing this content, you can help others discover the transformative power of reading, learning, and growing. Together, we grow.